When did humans start talking? Just imagine for a second. You wake up tomorrow morning and language doesn't exist. No words, no sentences, no names for anything, just pointing and a bunch of meaningless sounds. How many days do you think our civilization would last? But here's the even stranger question. The first human who ever spoke, how did he learn to talk? And why are there more than 7,000 different languages on Earth today? If you like these kinds of weird stories about the origin of humans, early people, and the secrets of our evolution, make sure to like and subscribe, because every day there's a new video waiting for you about human history and evolution. Contrary to what a lot of people think, humans didn't just wake up one day and start talking. Scientists say language evolved slowly over hundreds of thousands of years. Around 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, modern humans, appeared, but they probably didn't have complex language for tens of thousands of years after that. At first, they only used simple sounds, like danger, food, help, exactly the same way some monkeys and chimpanzees still communicate today. Now the real question, what turned those simple sounds into millions of words? Scientists have a few theories. The first one says humans needed to cooperate. When a group was going hunting, they had to be able to say things like, "You go left," "I'll attack from behind," "The mammoth is coming from that side." Pointing wasn't enough anymore. Slowly the sounds started to mean something. And then those sounds became words. But cooperation wasn't enough. The human brain was also changing. The part of the brain responsible for processing language gradually evolved. At the same time, the shape of the human larynx and mouth changed. That's why humans became able to produce hundreds of different sounds, something most animals can never do. You might think the first language in the world is known, but the truth is, no one knows, because language existed thousands of years before writing was invented. The oldest writings we found are only 5,000 years old, while language is probably hundreds of thousands of years older. So the first language is lost forever. But now an even weirder question. If all humans came from one original group, why do we have thousands of different languages today? The reason is actually simple. Imagine 1,000 people living on an island, then half of them leave for another continent. 1,000 years later, words change, pronunciations shift, some words disappear, new ones are created. After a few thousand years, the two groups can no longer understand each other. This exact thing has happened over and over again throughout history. For example, Persian, English, German, and Hindi all belong to one big language family called Indo-European. Thousands of years ago, the ancestors of these languages probably spoke a common tongue, but as people migrated, each group slowly went its own way. Until today, English and Persian look completely different. You might think language is fixed, but right now, language is still evolving. Words like internet, selfie, stream, or even the slang we use on social media didn't exist 20 years ago. Maybe 100 years from now, today's Persian and English will sound strange and old-fashioned to people in the future. So language wasn't invented by one person. It was the result of hundreds of thousands of years of evolution, cooperation, and social living. And maybe the most interesting part is this. Right now, while you're watching this video, human language is still changing. Maybe the words we use today will just be part of history a few thousand years from now. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, because in the next one, we're going after one of the strangest questions in human evolution.